Hey guys, it's Eddie, your Muay Thai tutor, and today I always come in with different things, but today I'm going to be covering blocking. Now I know I don't have a huge following right now, but if I anticipate a hardcore advocate or practitioner of the arts, someone might question my trajectory of my lessons as far as teaching footwork and teaching blocking before I teach other basics like hooks, uppercuts, push kicks, things like that. But everything that I've taught so far has been very linear, and just trust in my direction and where we're going to be heading from here. So blocking, I taught you guys how to evade giant haymakers. Now, if you use the footwork where you're switching your stances to make people miss, you can't do that with every punch. There's something called like shoe shining in regular boxing, where you're throwing small, insignificant punches, and not every punch is going to be super exaggerative and explosive with your hands. So there's almost no point in making people miss off that, because again, you're going to constantly be moving, and you're not going to have your base or stable enough to fire something in return. So for the small, insignificant punches, you might as well stay there and wait for your opportunity to counter. Now, every situation is different, but for this situation, we're going to practice this for the sake of hand-eye coordination and just developing the skill, where you're getting comfortable letting the punches come really close to your face. So if you're blocking, a normal tendency for someone who's never done Muay Thai before is to reach in the direction of the threat and also to pull back their head. Again, leaning away to pull back their head and lift up their chin and blink. So if a punch was coming at me from this direction, one's reaction would most likely be this, or to try to swat it away. Or if a punch was coming in like a hook direction, to bring out the hand and block it in almost this karate style like motion. The problem with that is if I don't directly touch, almost like a Hollywood scene where you like catch the fist. If I don't exactly touch it, I have a lot of room for error on a lot of fronts, whether it be the front, I have this whole cone, or around the side where they could touch my face. And vice versa. If I try to come out here, there's a lot of room for me to be punched in the face. So what I want to do is make the smallest movements to block my most vital parts of my face. So if I'm being punched from a straight, which falls anywhere under this line, which between my eyes, my nose, my chin, and then they throw a hook around the corner to hit my jaw or my temple, instead of going 1-2, I'm going to go 1-2, 1-2. And now if you're on the street, this wouldn't work because I don't have gloves and my hands are very brittle. But for the sake, again, for hand-eye coordination, if I do have gloves, you could use the shape of the glove to block. You're going to block, block, or block, block. Cover up your ear. So we're going to be working on that, on the head, the body, and also be teaching how to block and check kicks. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna be playing this interactive game. This is John. I've never met John before, but I know that John trains for obvious reasons. So the game is going to be, he's going to try to punch me in the face. Obviously, it's an interactive game. He's not gonna try to blast me, but he's going to try to look at the openings that I have available. So he's going to be trying to throw, jabs, crosses, hooks, and uppercuts solely at my head, and it's up to me to go ahead and block him. Again, I've never met him before, and again, minimal movements to protect my face. Cool. All right, so as you can see, he was even trying to fake and hint. So he would tap, tap, try to look for an opening, fake something else, change up the rhythm. And the whole time while I'm blocking, I'm trying to squint my eyes to prevent the blinking reaction. And at the same time, I'm looking through this people for the opportunities. So I'm watching and I'm waiting. Preferably, as you get more advanced, I'm going to be looking for my counter, looking for those giant big motions. We're going to try it one more time. I'm not going to hit him, but I'm going to let him know that I'm going to catch him with the counter. Right there was my opening. So I look for the giant, swinging motion where he's going to telegraph his body. As soon as he hits, I'm going to extend and touch. It's not that I'm forcing the punch, but I'm trying to get the timing in. Timing is everything. As long as I get my hand at the right place at the right time, I'm going to win the exchange. All right, so round 2, different game, same concept. So this time I gotta protect my body. Now I'm going to utilize the tips of my elbows the same way that I would use my gloves to protect my body. He's going to be looking for openings. And again, I'm trying not to do giant movements to leave room for error. I'm going to keep it as close as possible for minimal movements. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Oh, that was good, that was good. He caught me. All right, we're good. So, same thing, same objective. And you can trade off, again, interactive. Even if your partner has never done Muay Thai before, they could do very simple things like literally just touching. They don't have to throw perfect hooks, but again, just trying to get these extreme angles to simulate, hey, I'm throwing a jab, I'm throwing a hook, same thing on top of the head. They could just literally flick out the wrist. That would be a jab, that would be a hook, that would be an uppercut. Just trying to look for the openings, and then that gives you opportunity to work on your hand-eye coordination. All right, so the last game is going to be the game that's most relevant. Piecing it all together, where I give my opponent or my partner full opportunity to come at me with whatever creativity he has. So obviously, when you're covering your head, you'll most likely carry your hands a lot higher to just kind of focus on your head. And when you're blocking to the body, the tendency will be to drop your hands to make it easier for you to slide your elbows. Obviously, if you do that in a real fight, you're going to get caught with whatever you're not doing. If you have your hands up too high, the person's going to hit your body. If you have your hands too low, the person's going to hit your head. So you want to make a small curvature and make your smell as small as possible, almost like a sit-up. Look through the peephole and be able to block your body and your head with just the length of your forearms. So this is what it's going to look like. All right, now if you want to spice up the game and you got someone who has trained and you guys want to work with each other, the game is going to be slightly different. I have one opportunity to throw the counter. If I land the counter with a clean counter, then I get the opportunity again. So you guys can do like, a 3-minute round. And again, if I catch him with the counter, I reset. If I miss that counter, now my partner knows I can no longer throw the counter, so he's going to most likely tee off on me. So then I have to survive for the rest of the round. So the game is going to be looking like this. Bop. I get the reset. If I happen to mess up and he blocks it, then for the rest of the round, he gets to tee off on me. All right, guys, so that is our video. That is the drill that you should be working with. And again, there's a point to this. The whole point is the counters. So blocking, small, insignificant movements, making things a whole lot easier, training our eyes to get comfortable with danger coming our way. But the danger that's coming our way is, again, things that we normally wouldn't react loudly to. The taps, the looking, and the probing. The moment I see giant movements, the counter. Anything with the giant big right hand, you can utilize the last video that I just taught you, where you step back and you switch stances, changing distance and space, coming back up, and then again, going back to the blocking, looking for your window of opportunity. All right, guys, you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Please like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.